Hello. Alright, this is where I am so far. This is page 7. You saw a little bit of it yesterday. I'm actually quite pleased with this partial panel here, this kind of partial figure here. And, I mean, it looks like commercial illustration to me. It looks very, it's very much like what it's supposed to look like. And my sound effect, I'm getting better at sound effects. It's taken me a while to get to this. I'm not saying my sound effects are incredible or anything like that, but it's taken me a while to get to this point where they feel like sound effects you might see in something, or you might have seen in something. And that's a pretty good feeling. So in this scene, we're introducing the last member of the DINO Sorcerers, which is Dimitri the Chronomancer. He's a master of time magic. And one of his powers is he's teleporting behind these guys, and he's going to banish them to this thing called the Wraith Zone. And it's a big, kind of a Steve Ditko panel. And that ends the thread of the Zektords. I mean, it's only an 8-pager, so we can't really say too much. We're just kind of making it an adventure and just letting it be what it is. I was thinking about this, and I'm approaching 886 pages. That's what I have right now, since I started counting them. And when you get to that number, it's easy to start forgetting things you've already done, or maybe you start reusing a plot idea or two. And I had a full 5 seconds of kind of worrying about it, and then I realized none of this matters when nothing in your first 1,000 pages matters. None of it. I mean, even if you did okay, it's probably nobody's going to notice but you and maybe a few friends and family level type deals. Now, if that seems impossible, it shouldn't. 'Cause slowly but surely, you will start to gain some credibility, I suppose we'll call it. But it's also like you're worrying about different things. Like when I was starting out, I was worrying about things like figure drawing and stuff like that. And I'm not saying I've mastered figure drawing, but I definitely worry less about it. And you can see that my drawings are very basic. Like I haven't even drawn every arm on this guy. And now I'm much more concerned about readability and, you know, getting the line weight correct. Like those, like I have a whole new set of concerns, and you know, maybe in a year's time I'll have a different set of concerns. Maybe I'll even go back to actually caring about figure drawing more. Like maybe that'll become suddenly very important as I figure out what I'm doing wrong. And I'm okay with it. I'm ready. I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. I can already tell this arms and legs setup is a little complicated. Since we have most of it, man, let's just freehand the rest of it. Starting next week on Wednesday, I will be in class again. I'm going to be sending in an inquiry whether I'm in the Ryan Benjamin class or the Gavin Smith class. We will soon find out. I enjoy the Gavin Smith class, but I'm trying to get out of his class into the Ryan Benjamin class because I've never had Ryan Benjamin as a teacher, and I think that would be kind of fun. I like to get a good wide range of experiences. Ryan Benjamin is the guy that does some of the stuff on Proco. Like, he's probably better known as a Marvel artist, but I've already said I don't read anything new. Like, if it's a Marvel comic that was put out in the last 30 years, I don't know. But I do watch Proco. So I've seen how he inks, and he's talking about, like, this class is going to be focused on penciling shortcuts, and I am all about penciling shortcuts. I want to know more. That is a legitimate concern of mine. I think that would be a good thing for me to learn. Let's bring back our pencils. Let me say I changed up some of the look here. Oh, crud. I want to give these guys a more astonished look, like they're surprised. One way to do it is to make them sadder looking, right? We're going to change the curve of the mouth to more of a frown. There we go, a little cartoon language, never hurt anybody. Okay, their set of arms, the big, strong-looking arms, end in pinchers. Those are their battle arms. And then their lower set of arms is the ones that have the manipulating phalanges. And I don't think he's important enough to go outside of the panel. So I've still got to put in his other two arms. Anyway, we are right at 10 minutes. Question came up on the group chat. How long does it take for you to finish a page? And I guessed at it, actually, this morning as 2 to 3 days. And then I actually checked my data, because I have a spreadsheet, and I was correct. 2 to 3 days. It's actually 2.7 days. So I can tell you that some pages take 4 or 5 pages, or some pages take 4 or 5 days. So that means that some are getting done in 2 days. But as far as like what's been completed this year, I'm at 71 for the year. Today is the 20th of June, which is like the 176th day or something like that. And I was able to just sort of divide it. Now, I hope I conceived of that mathematical problem correctly. I'm not great at math. So this one's supposed to be this guy specifically. So he keeps his gun in his left arm, or his left arm, which is going to be down here. What am I doing with that? I'm just going to erase this so I have enough room. Let's draw the bottom set of arms, or the bottom arm, first, and then we'll know where to put the upper arm. All right. Slightly better. Hands, of course, are hard to draw. I think even after 800 pages, I still draw them kind of like this. I'm not a great hands drawer. But these creatures only have 3 fingers, for example. All right, now this is where the claw is going to be. I've got the same problems. All right. was hoping by blacking it out I could get some contrast going on here. But I'm not sure that's working. Oh, this is becoming a problem panel. Small panel with 3 figures in it. This claw became a little bit derpy. Well, if it goes too far, we can always do is take, like, ink what you can, then take the entire layer, snip it, reduce that to the new pencil layer, and then re-ink over it again. And you may have a more clarified experience. What's more likely to happen, though, and this is unfortunate, is that you end up with, it's more correct, it might even be more readable, but it's you've lost all the energy that you had in the original. I like how thin his upper arm is here. So let's thin that one out too. All right, I can tell this is going to be a while to fix. Easy to get it when it looks like that, but it's tougher when it's in this position. All right, we're getting somewhere. All right, let's call it a video and I'll keep working on this. It's going to take me a while to fix this panel up. I want to put the maximum amount of contrast around this character. Like maybe there's, I might even do it on another layer. But, you know. We want all the heavy black areas that are inked in right around this character so that you know exactly who the focal point is. I'm going to put these other dudes up in the foreground. But he's the real focal point, all right? So we need something that points to him, right? And whether it's the energy effect or whatever else we got. We could do some black lightning, you know. Like he's teleporting in or something. And we gotta fix up our speech bubbles, of course. And if this will work, it did work. All right, that's fine. All right, I'll continue working on this panel. And I got to do that one over there as well. And I will see you later. Oh, black. One, oh, the black color. There we go.